You know that when you're feeling like someone has already taken over your head, even though they were never really yours? That's where I was. I fell for a coworker, and it hit me harder than I ever expected. At first, I told myself it was just a crush, like the other times when you spend too much time around someone. But this one felt different. It wasn't casual. It was the way our eyes locked when we talked, the way we seemed to think the same things, react the same way. I thought maybe I had finally found something real. I did what most people would do. I searched for her online, found her Instagram. I didn't even know her that well, but I started noticing the little things. She always viewed my stories. And after a while, it wasn't just sometimes, it was almost instantly. The moment I posted, she was there, and it messed with me. It made me think she cared, like maybe she was waiting for me too. I built a whole world in my head around that idea. I imagined us together. I thought about what it would be like to actually be with her. For the first time, I took the idea of a relationship seriously. But the truth is, she never gave me anything solid, nothing I could hold on to. Just some stares, some looks I couldn't read. I wanted them to mean something, but deep down, I knew they didn't. Still, I let myself believe. I let myself hope. And hope is dangerous when it's only one-sided. When she left for another city in November, it felt like someone had pulled the ground out from under me. I wasn't ready for that kind of silence. One day she was there, right in front of me at work, and then suddenly she was gone. No more random conversations, no more glances I couldn't stop replaying in my head. Just distance. I tried to protect myself the only way I knew how. I removed her from my Instagram followers. I told myself it was smart. If I couldn't see whether she was watching me, maybe I'd forget her faster. But that decision only made me check more in my head. I couldn't stop wondering if she was still watching, if she cared, if she thought of me the way I thought of her. And without the proof, my mind spun in circles. Almost 10 months have passed, and I still find myself crying over her sometimes. I don't even know how to explain it to people because it sounds so small on the surface. A crush on a coworker. That's what it would look like to anyone else. But in my chest, it feels heavier than that. It feels like I lost something that was never mine. Like I opened a door I can't close again. Every time I think about her, it annoys me how much space she still takes up. I tell myself I should move on, but the thought of her lingers, like a shadow I can't shake. And the worst part is, I know we could never be together. I know it. But still, I wonder if she's okay, if she's happy, if just once in a while she remembers me too. Some nights it hits harder. I'll be lying there trying to shut my mind off, and suddenly it's her face again. The way she looked at me that one time, like she really saw me. I hold on to that look as if it meant more than it probably did. And it makes me feel pathetic, because I know she never said the words, never gave me anything to hold on to. But I still replay those moments like they were proof of something. I hate that I shaped my days around her. I'd post stories just so she could see them. I'd wait, refreshing, checking if her view showed up. When it did, I felt a rush, like I mattered to her, like I wasn't invisible. But that feeling never lasted, because deep down, I knew it wasn't love. It was me clinging to scraps, trying to turn them into something real. And when I stopped letting her watch, when I took control, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought cutting her off would heal me. But the truth? It didn't. It only made me more restless. Now I don't know anything. If she even remembers I exist. If she still scrolls through her phone and thinks of me. That not knowing. It burns worse than the rejection ever could. I keep asking myself why it hurts so much. Why someone who was never mine feels like the biggest loss of my life. Maybe it's because I let myself believe too deeply. Maybe it's because for the first time, I saw a future with someone, and now that future exists only in my head. Only. It's embarrassing to admit, but I still cry about her. 10 months later, and I still break down like it just happened yesterday. I hate that I can't control it. I hate that someone who probably doesn't even think about me anymore can still decide how I feel inside. There are nights where I sit in the dark, holding my head, asking myself why I'm still stuck here, why I can't just let it go. Sometimes I blame myself. I tell myself it's my fault for turning glances into promises, for confusing attention with affection. And maybe that's true. Maybe I built her into something she never was. But knowing that doesn't make the feelings stop. Knowing the truth doesn't erase the ache. It just makes me feel more foolish. What hurts most is how empty it feels. I wanted something simple, to love and be loved. That's it. Nothing grand, nothing dramatic. Just someone to hold. Someone who looks at me the way I looked at her. And instead, I'm left chasing a memory, clinging to a version of her that only existed in my imagination. I want to stop. I tell myself every day I need to stop. But then her face comes back. Her voice, the way she stood close, the way her eyes lingered. And I'm caught again, stuck in the loop of what could have been. It's like being trapped in a room where the door's open, but my body refuses to walk out. I keep telling myself I should be over this by now. Almost a year has passed, and still, she's in my head like it all happened yesterday. I feel stupid sometimes, carrying around this weight for someone who never even held me. I wonder what people would think if I said it out loud. Most would probably laugh, say it's just a crush, say I'm too dramatic. And maybe they're right. Maybe it's nothing to them. But it's everything to me. I don't talk about it much because I know how it sounds. So I carry it quietly. I let the tears come when no one's around. I sit with the ache in my chest, trying not to let it spill over into the rest of my life. Some days I do better. Some days I can go hours without thinking about her. But then, out of nowhere, it hits again. The memory, the wondering, the need to know if she's okay, if she's happy, if she ever thinks about me. The truth is, I may never get those answers. I may never know what she felt, if anything at all. And maybe that's the hardest part, having to accept that some questions will never be resolved. But even with all this pain, there's something small I've started to see. The fact that I can feel this deeply means something. It means my heart still works. It means I still have the capacity to love, even if it hurts right now. And maybe one day I'll give that love to someone who stays, someone who doesn't leave me guessing. Until then, I just have to hold on to this. The hurt won't always feel this sharp. It won't always cut this deep. One day it will fade, and I'll look back and see this as the proof that I was ready to love,